Malaysian police have raided Al Jazeera's Kuala Lumpur office and seized 2 computers. It comes after a group of Al Jazeera journalists were questioned by police in Malaysia in July over a documentary on illegal migrant workers. Malaysian authorities say the episode of 101 East, which focused on people being locked up during the pandemic, could have broken sedition laws. Al Jazeera rejects those allegations. Well, Giles Trendle is the managing director of Al Jazeera English. In a statement, he said, Al Jazeera calls upon the Malaysian authorities to cease this criminal investigation into our journalists. Conducting a raid on our office and seizing computers is a troubling escalation in the authorities' crackdown on media freedom. It shows the lengths they're prepared to take to try and intimidate journalists. Al Jazeera stands by our journalists and we stand by our reporting. That we do. We have Guok Nyek Seong, an Al Jazeera lawyer, joining us now from Kuala Lumpur by phone. So you were, if you can hear us, you were at the office, I believe, when this raid was carried out. What happened?
Okay, there was actually a raid conducted by the team of officers from the police authorities this morning, conducted at around 11 plus in the morning, Malaysian time. And I was there to oversee whether the raid was actually carried out in an orderly manner. And there were 2 CPUs that were actually seized by the police. Initially, they wanted to seize CPUs belonging to 4 journalists, 2 journalists and 2 video editors. So, but they managed to only retrieve 2 CPUs from the video editors this morning.
Okay, what do you make of this this escalation? I mean, the initial charges were about the documentary, which anyone can view, and anyone who can view it can see the journalism is solid. What do you make of this escalation? Okay,
what I can see is that, well, this is part and parcel of the investigation to complete what you call the investigation papers. From what I have actually gathered from the police authorities this morning, earlier rounds of investigation papers have been handed over to the Attorney General Chambers, but Attorney General Chambers actually instructed them to investigate further, and that could be part of the reasons why they came to Al Jazeera's office this morning to seize, amongst others, the CPUs and also the hard disks which are actually used for the production of the programs which are actually said to be subject of the offence, or offences rather.
Right, so what is the process from here then? All of this information goes back to the Attorney General's chambers and then they make a decision on what happens? How does this all work?
Yeah, then what will happen is after this, the forensic departments of the police authorities are going to check whether what I call the full footage actually kept in the hard disk or not. And if yes or no, even if no, then they have to report it to Attorney General Chambers, and Attorney General Chambers will actually give instructions as to how to further investigate, or maybe they can make a decision whether to charge or not to charge in this case.
Okay, certainly is a troubling escalation. Thank you for your time, Guok Nyek Seong, there, an Al Jazeera lawyer, joining us live on the phone from Kuala Lumpur.